Swami said, when you put that vibhuti on the forehead of a patient, thereby he is referred to me, then I take over. Have you heard of somebody called Dr. Upadhyay? He is an eye specialist in the UK. He has a clinic in Harley Street and also works for the National Health Scheme. But he is known to Sai devotees because he goes round the world holding these medical camps. Now Swami told him, hold a medical camp in Shirdi. Yes, Swami, as you wish. But no Sai Ram. Swami, how can we hold a medical camp without Sai Ram? No, here you will have to do without Sai Ram. Well, this medical camp was held and the chief priest said, can you hold a camp for our priests because they don't get time to go to the medical camps otherwise. So he said, yes, why not? And one afternoon they held the camp for the priests, they came. And this chief priest said that we hear that you sing beautiful bhajans. Would you like to sing? And Upadhyay was very happy, he said, of course. And they sang. At the end of it, this chief priest says, Sai Ram. Now here Swami tells her not to say Sai Ram and there's somebody else wishing them Sai Ram. Anyway, after the camp finished, they went to take Swami's darshan, and Swami had by the time gone to Ooty. So they hired a car, went to Ooty. And Swami called them, and there was an English doctor. Swami told her that why did you send, there was an 80-year-old woman who came to you in tatters, torn clothes. Why did you send her for X-ray? Which lady, Swami? I don't remember. Think back. A very skinny, thin woman who was coughing and blood was coming out into its sputum. Can't remember? Oh yes, Swami, I remember. I thought she had TB. I wanted to confirm it. He said, confirm it? Have you forgotten your basic medicine? Upadhyay, turn around. So Upadhyay turned around and Swami showed how percussion has to be done. He said, if you percussed her back and listened to it with a stethoscope, you would have known that there is an abscess in this woman's lungs. And that would have been enough for you to make a judgment that she has TB. These village people, they are afraid of these machines. All she needed was TB medicines, which you could have done without doing all this thing. Now he is worried. Oh Swami, I made a mistake. I don't know what happened to her. He said, don't worry, I took over. And she is cured. The next thing was, he asked this group, suppose there are 10 chocolates and 20 children, what would you do? Obvious answer, Swami, divide them into 2 pieces and give to everybody. Then Swami says, suppose there is medicine for 50 patients and 100 patients come, what would you do? Swami, I can't divide them into 2. I can give only 50 patients and other 50 patients. We'll have to tell them to come back again. Swami said, no. The remaining 50 patients, you give them vibhuti. Vibhuti, Swami. He said, but Swami, everybody doesn't believe in vibhuti. He said, where is the question of vibhuti or faith in vibhuti? Then he asked Upadhyay, you are an eye doctor. Suppose a kidney patient comes to you, what will you do? Swami, I will refer him to a kidney doctor. How will you refer? Swami, I'll take my notepad and write a note to a kidney doctor and give it to him. Swami said, when you put that vibhuti on the forehead of a patient, thereby he is referred to me, then I take over. Shortly thereafter, Upadhyay was holding a camp on the border of Ghana and Ivory Coast. On the last day of the medical camp, they were gathering up the things. They were to leave. In another 15 minutes, they would have left. Suddenly an African woman, young woman, 21 years old, comes with a baby, just 1 week old baby. Both eyes are full of pus. If no treatment is given, that baby would grow blind. Now, Upadhyay, being an eye specialist, knew what was wrong, knew what medicine had to be given, but he never anticipated such a thing happening, so he had not brought that medicine. Now he was in a fix what to do. So he thought, if he took some penicillin tablets and ground them and give some penicillin on the eyes, probably it will have some effect. So he took the bowl, put some penicillin tablets, and was about to grind. When the head nurse said, "Doctor, would you do this if it was your baby?" And Upadhyay's hand stopped. He said, "No, I won't do that. But I would do something, which I'll do now." And he remembered what Swami told him. So he took some vibhuti and put on the baby's forehead. And the driver of the truck on which all the luggage had been loaded, he came. "Doctor, there is one package under the stairs with no label. Is it yours?" He said, "If it is no label, it can't be ours, because for custom clearance, we have to write all the details. But doctor, other than you, nobody comes here. So whose package could it be?" So Upadhyay thought, "Okay, bring the package. Let me see if I can find out who it belongs to." The packet came, and Dr. Upadhyay said, "Okay, let me open it and see." He opened it and shouted, "Swami has sent the medicine which this baby needs." He said, "Look at the speed at which the whole thing has taken place." They were all flabbergasted. So there's the local nurse, and the medicine was given to the lady, and she was told how to give the medicine to the ladies, and the situation was controlled thereby. Now, how much we depend on Swami. If there is full dependence on him, full faith, anything can happen.